Just hanging out all by myself. I hope nobody shows up to make ruin my day. I'm sure it'll be fine. Everything is good. Whoa! Oh shit! Yes, man. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Dude, have you played this Miss Monopoly?
Yes.
Did you notice that it says the first game that patronizes women by treating them as inferiors that need help? So anyway, science is bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Yes, man. Have you ever heard of a thing called a rib tib?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't think this fit out. I didn't think this one through.
Hashtag got him.
I didn't think that one through.
Anyway, that was a totally fair game and there was no collusion, right?
Okay. Thank you, yes, man. I just turned the machine on. Frankly, I just click. I just click. I'm gonna click it off.
Yeah. Just following orders, right, Bryce?
Oh, Jesus
Sure.
Christ, that was an acceleration right there. Somebody pumped the gas right there.
Sorry, that's what happens
that
when
left turn.
you fucking invoke Mr. Rib Tip. Mr. Rib Tip roasting fucking Bryce for piling on about a misspeak.
Look, I'm just reporting the facts. The MFer said rib tibs. All right. Let's take a look at our show titles.
It's rib tibs, right? It's got to be rib tibs.
We got rib tibs as the top here. All of them is
Just an eggplant emoji.
It took me a very long time, truly.
To understand what I was talking about.
Yes.
I was very confused by the question. I was like, why would an eggplant?
Joyful federal agent Bryce Doug Nash Come Castillo Brushwood is up there. Justin Hay Bosses himself. 70 with the chance of scorched earth.
Oh.
Let's see. Hashtag ad. It'd be very funny.
Oh, wait, what's the ad?
Your RAV4
Oh.
content.
Oh, yeah.
Joy boys. The rib bone is connected to the tib
I
bone.
hope Ben and Ellen aren't a mother and son Patreon.
That's true.
We
We really fucked up. We
Right,
fucked
right.
up if Ben and Ellen are a mother and son Patreon. That's fucked up. Wow.
Oh,
Science.
I
beats me.
actually thought that was a really funny idea. The idea that we would just refer to all fucking as Ben and Ellening. But then I rib tibbed and fucking nobody remembers Ben and Ellen anymore.
that did like, it's so funny. That was the reset button getting pressed. The moment Rib Tibbs showed up, it was like everything before that went away. And I was just like
the fucking Thanos of eating L's. I snapped and like all the L's just like enveloped into my mouth. Just like they all just turned to dust and I just ate all of them at the same time.
ICU has definitely illustrated why you had this issue with eggplant and the egg beaters. Egg breakers, excuse me, and an eggplant.
That's what I was picturing. I was so confused.
Baby's feet. I wouldn't put baby's feet on
Why would that be illegal?
A lot of people say.
Let's see some other ones.
It's a shame that Stasa would hate this show.
I know.
It really is a shame because if we could literally just do a bit where we just fucking fed him shit, and he just said it, I feel like we could go an hour and a half.
Oh, man. Hey, yo, I'm walking here. This is pretty good.
And blank. Oh, that's right.
An erection.
Oh, by the way, somebody said it in the chat, and this is only really acceptable in the after show. But you find out at the end of the pilot that Anne Blank is Anne Frank.
And at the end, she's writing in diary 2. She closes the book and it says diary 2.
Yeah, exactly. But she's in the 40s, but she's also a superhero. Like, of course, right? Like,
and she's doing an advice column called Ask Anne Blank.
Ask Anne Blank.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, Rib Tips is so good, but I do want to see the rest of these.
What's the 42?
Oh, that was when the previous Leon would not load, and I kept having to say 42.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Justin Bison, all new RAV4 hybrid.
And yet it wasn't the most notable thing I did this episode. How fucking weird is that?
Those are I did appreciate that she validated my machine by saying that they were indeed.
Oh, it's
science
your
errands.
machine.
Okay, sorry, our machine.
The machine.
The machine.
Science stands alone. Much like
Sand is
cheese.
made of time and time is money is actually just a very funny line. In fact, by the way, if we are going with one of the titles that doesn't give away one of the funniest jokes, I kind of feel like sand is made of time and time is money is worthwhile.
But
Let's give
also,
that a vote.
like 10 years from now, we're gonna look for the.
We're
episode called-
just gonna look for rib tips, right? So
Yeah,
it's got to be rib
It's
tips.
got to be rib tips. Is the way I feel.
Just Rib
Yes.
Tips?
I mean, unless there's a revolt on people liking it.
No, I mean just Rib Tips in lieu of having one of these
No,
ones. where
I think
is
rib
a part of
tips
it.
is just fine.
All I will say,
Like,
and
That-
Brian
that
will know this,
mean
that
nothing to them until you say rib tibs, but it'll be charged the moment you say rib tibs, and everyone will be all like, okay, why does this become? I mean, it's Milk Lake. The episode.
I'm fine. Like, I used to be on the side of being too clever and using the third funniest joke because you don't want to give away the funniest joke. But then Harmontown did episodes where it was Cheapy Peepee and then Cheapy Peepee 2, I love you, Cheapy Peepee. And it's a really funny bit that keeps going. And I'm very glad that they just named the episodes Cheapy Peepee, despite the fact that it's easily the funniest thing in the episode.
Yeah.
So that's a long way of saying, let's just name it fucking Rib Tips.
Okay, we will call it.
It's our
Thank you to
cheapy
everyone.
peepee. We have our own.
All right, thank you to everyone who's at show titles.
Oh my God,
when
how
Captain Fubar.
angry would Rob Schraub get over cheapy peepee? Even I love,
very
like,
funny.
I
Very funny.
adore. I guess I have to say past tense. I adored their old married couple.
So, by the
bickering
way,
bit.
I've been listening to old episodes, the oldest
Harmontown,
episodes of Harmontown. I've never done this before for any podcast. Gone back to things that people have done for Night Attack and NSFW show where they've gone back to the beginning and listened through it. I'm doing that now. Where just whenever I get to the bottom of the podcast shit that I'm listening to, I listen to old Harmontowns, and Schraub is there for every early episode, and you know it because you can hear his fucking very distinct, very loud laugh.
Like off mic.
Off mic. Yeah, he comes on every once in a while, and he told the story about how he scalded his asshole because he was shamed about how his asshole was unclean.
And he turned on the hottest water and stuck his butt in the.
Yeah, it was he turned a bidet on fucking tea kettle temperature and scalded his asshole. But yeah, that's the only thing that's been there. And otherwise you can just hear his laugh because his laugh and it's very loud.
I remember when I watched live was the first time I had ever encountered Rob Schraub. And I, number one, did not know that he was, freaking co-creator of Heat Vision and Jack.
Heat Vision and Jack,
You
yeah.
know? So I did not, I was not primed for the level of respect he deserved. And I just remember being disappointed. I think it was also a week that Jeff was not there. And why am I blanking on
Dan Harmon.
Dan Harmon's ex-wife.
Was it Dan Harmon though? Aaron McGathy.
Yeah. Okay. So I think Aaron McGathy. I think it was around Halloween, and Aaron McGathy was cosplaying as Jeff Davis, and so I saw the Not Jeff and Dan show featuring a guy who I had never seen before.
Yeah.
Not realizing that he was the co-creator of one of my favorite things on the planet, and that it was a slow dawning for me to realize just how fucking amazing and metal and funny and awesome Rob Schraub is. And in fact, you probably have seen me wear some of the Rob Schraub VHS t-shirts on the like that's my penance, is I want to wear as much of his merchandise as I can at all times, because in that moment I was in the presence of such greatness and did not understand it.
And you forsaked it.
Yeah,
you said, "Fie on you, Schraub.
I was like,
you're
not the other guy," or whatever.
Yeah.
And also it's like, you know, he's got a thing where he hates games, and all we do on this show is play games. And so I'm like, "You hate games, do you? Yeah, you must not be as good as Jeff B. Davis." And then, the more I learn, the more I'm like, he's the greatest. And the interaction between, you know, Dan and him is the best. Trying to figure out exactly what is crawling over there. It looks like a very tiny puppy.
What?
What is that?
That's a.
Can I step on it?
You can do whatever you want as long as I'm not looking at it. It's a roach upside down. All right, he's going to do that. I'm going to very quickly send out this email.
It's a beetle.
It's a beetle on his back.
He's saying, "I was on Ed Sullivan once. I wish I could turn over. At least I'm one of the 2 surviving ones."
Well, not for long, huh?
Yeah, huh? Probably gonna die soon.
Oh, no? You're just going to leave him there?
Yeah.
In the middle of the walkway. Okay.
Like the career of Ringo Starr.
You're the one with sandals.
Just sitting there, alive, but not that there's any point to it.
The people who would leave a bug alive would like put it outside. I don't know.
Is that what those people would do?
I imagine so, but I don't know. You're breaking the mold.
Maybe son of a. Never mind.
What? Who was that?
I don't know. I was going to make some kind of like righteous stand about loving the Beatles more than other people and the purity of something. It was gonna be dumb.
Of the purity of Beatles. Yeah. I agree.
Hey, good
Man.
show.
Yeah, that was a
Everybody.
That was a tour de force. That was an emotional tour de force.
Yeah.
So
I can't believe I still fucking really believe in rib tubes. Like,
did your
I don't
friend
know
text
what
you
it
back?
is. He has it. I'm sure I'll get something tomorrow morning. I bet you he's asleep.
Check out
He
Night
would
Attack
have
Show
got
on
back
Twitter.
to me on rib tubes. I could have sworn it's either from a movie or it's.
But when I Google it, I should see something.
You would think. No, and again, Bryce, I got to tell you, in my life, there are a few times that I felt more alone than I did on rib tips.
All right.
And like as we went along, my confidence just slowly crushed.
Meryl
as if it were
Barr
going
is
deeper
calling me
and deeper.
out. I'm gonna put the bug outside. God damn it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for doing that. Did he text you?
I catch flies and put them outside. John Stoss, I mean Meryl Barr.
I see. All right. Well, that's very kind of you. Yeah, I'm. So, well, if he's not here, then making announcement, brief announcement,
Yes.
everybody. Tomorrow,
Announcement, everybody.
Not tomorrow. Next week. Next week's
Yes.
episode will be a Euro Attack. We will be
Yes.
live at noon Central. That's 1 Eastern, 10 a.m.
We can't
Pacific.
fly there, so we're doing it the best way we can.
That's right.
We're moving our time.
Our good friend Will Harris will be on the show.
Yep.
Because it will be a reasonable hour. then.
Yep.
So that'll be that.
Not that stops that motherfucker from texting me all goddamn hours of the night,
it
London time. That
doesn't it?
wild son of a bitch. No, it's gonna be great to get the OG Brito, Will Harris on.
Okay,
Showing Meryl Barr.
Oh, I see. He's putting the Beetle outside. Thank
Meryl,
you,
stop
sir.
fucking with the show, Meryl. Like, you know he can't. If you watch the show, then you know he can't stop himself
can't
from
do
doing things. Like, so I'm glad you get your custom version of the show by like knowing how to distract Brian.
Yes, everybody. That's next week. We're doing an early time, noon central.
Yeah, and then yeah, I'll be doing live commentary on the debate later that night, which is why we're moving Night Attack, because that's what it is.
And then in 2 weeks, we've got him booked. One of my favorite podcasters, John Cullen, is going to be a guest on the show. He's great on the Blocked Party podcast.
Oh shit!
Real good show. He's a good time. He'll be a lot of fun on the show. So check that
Awesome.
out. But next week will be 1 p.m. Eastern time. I think it's 6 p.m. Will be the start of the stream.
Yeah. So anybody who watches my
time.
stream, it will basically be in place of my Tuesday stream. So it'll be like literally we're gonna feed right into from the morning stream. It'll be like morning stream, then us.
Perfect. So
yeah,
everybody check in on that next week. Hey,
Chumley 409 is like playing it like a role playing game. He says, "I toss more bugs into the brushwood home to see what will happen." like we're not gonna roll a dice and see if your dexterity works.
Oh my goodness. Okay. What else? What's going on?
Oh man, I don't know. It's I
got a question for you.
I say this with all love and affection.
Yeah.
Puppies, they take some effort.
It is,
yeah.
It's like a baby that will never learn your language.
Yeah. And like, for whatever reason, you can't put diapers on them.
Yeah.
Unless they're sick. Unless the doctor allows you to do it. Unless the doctor says do it.
No, and then they're always shouting at you. And then
they don't learn how to use the shitter. You think
really
eventually they would.
Set them outside, yeah.
Make dog toilets.
Yeah.
Cats? You can train a cat to use a toilet.
Yeah.
I have seen that.
You can.
Oh, speaking of which, we got that feral cat. Have you seen that cat?
I have. Vinny.
Enjoying that breeze?
Yeah.
I'm told the cat's name is Vinny.
Wait, they gave him a name?
John did.
Oh,
John did.
Yeah.
John,
I guess John's the one that feeds him. I guess when you're literally the only one who feeds a being, I suppose you get to pick the name.
Yeah. He told me a lot of interesting things about the cat. First off, that he does believe it's feral, which I think is unfortunate and strange. But also, he says he believes it has been fixed because the ear is notched.
Oh, I always figured that was like he got in a fight with a raccoon or some shit.
I would have thought that too, but he seemed to think that was it. He also said he assumed it was a male because most black cats are males.
Well, that's racist.
That's kind of what I thought. But I haven't Googled it. I've been busy. We did the bizarre.
That John's a racist. Immediately, that was your first thought, that John's a racist.
And I needed to Google. I haven't done the Googling yet. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to taste the rib tips he's cooking up for us right now.
It's a cat or John? Because I might put you in the racist basket. Better watch it. Watch yourself.
One of the people who were staying here was making sausages earlier, and that is all I could think about when we started the stream tonight.
Sausage.
Saucy. Hey, how goes
shit.
Auntie Donna's quest to get free shit? Have they gotten a lot of free shit?
I don't think so. They haven't talked about it, but they should.
I mean, they've got a blue
I think
mark.
they should. A blue tick
Blue
is
tick.
what they call it.
Yeah.
A blue tick.
Blue tick.
Yeah.
A blue tick. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Broden.
On 9/11. Fuck you, worms. We got a blue tick. We are the kings.
On 9/11.
By the way, so Mark Bonanno of Auntie Donna, our friend, is now streaming on Twitch.
The Very
as
Polite
the
Gamer.
Very Polite Gamer.
Yeah.
Right. So everybody should follow him. Let's get a streamer for Very Polite Gamer here live. But also, his theme song is written and performed by Huey from The Boys, the actor that plays Huey from The Boys.
How did that happen?
I guess he's a fan. He is also a fan of Auntie Donna. And
As well, he should be. I mean, that's not an unusual idea. Like, of course he should be.
But if you go, I forget.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I'm sure
Gentleman
it's-
Top Hat says it is true that they clip a cat's ear when they fix feral cats.
Oh,
As a heads up.
okay. Well, there we go.
Hey, look at that. John getting less racist by the second.
Let's see. Maybe he's got it in his channel trailer. You said it's a song. It's a theme song.
Yeah,
Theme song?
maybe.
Theme song?
A theme song?
Is this just a silent? Oh, okay.
There is a gamer
We're looking at a cow pissing.
who's very polite.
Hot dogs
Hot
being
dog.
generated. This is from the Art Blocks library of footage.
Can dance.
I've seen that specific footage of hot dogs before.
Is endorsed by celebrities.
Hi, this is Gilbert
He
Gottfried.
got a cameo. Ed loves video games.
Look at this. Fuck. You fuck.
Okay, well,
I don't think that was it, but yeah, it's Jack Quaid. I think Babcat might have it.
We'll never know. Maybe we'll call her later, try and find out.
let's see.
I can't decide whether I like the idea of a fan making that for him or him making it himself more.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, at Jack Quaid, the Jack Quaid song premiere.
And we have a fun little thing to introduce this stream with. Something new, something very exciting. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. We're gonna play some games with Mark Fernando. So come on down, I know you really wanna. He's the bearded guy from Auntie Donna. Gonna talk about feet, talk about cum, talk about being Italian. We're all gassed up and we're ready to go with Very Polite Gamer Mark Fernando. My name is Jack Quaid, I'm an actor, I was in Rampage.
That is a good guy.
So good.
That is amazing. Also, weird choice to point out Rampage and not that you're like the lead of
I mean,
the
but
boys.
that's the joke, right? The joke is like he can now be like, LOL, I was in Rampage,
Right, right,
Because
right.
he's like got a bigger dick to swing.
Right.
There's also
Like
Boimler.
acknowledging
on Lower
your
Decks.
tiny dick because
The
that's
fuck
what
he is?
actors do.
Yeah, he's
Fucking
Wait, what?
Boimler?
he's Boimler on Lower Decks, Star Trek Lower
Justin,
Decks.
have you watched Lower Decks? Have we talked about this yet?
No, I don't like Star Wars.
Motherfucker. You motherfucker.
Canceled this for as much as I got canceled
Motherfucker.
last week. Canceled fucking
Motherfucker.
just.
This motherfucker.
I don't know. I mean, whatever.
Fucking,
It is a good show.
We're
It
back.
is
We're back to rib tips,
Oh
man.
my God, fucking Mark,
hardcore
like-
rib tips.
I dropped out on that show after Babylon 5. I was just like, too
Now that
much.
is
Too
the solution. That is the
much,
right way to phrase
Too
it.
much.
I dropped out of that
I
show
don't
after
know who
Babylon.
any of these people are.
Oh, no, I think that's the much better nerd response. Is the I dropped out after Babylon 5.
No, I like it when it's good. I mean, like when I get CBS, which I'm sure I'll get CBS or Paramount or whatever the fuck
Or
else they call it
Herpes
by the
or-
time that I get it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Paramount for real, Paramount official, the real Paramount streaming network, I think was
Plus,
the title they're
minus,
going with.
plus
You got it.
times
Yeah.
division sign.
Yeah.
Paramount, the calculator.
Fred, not Fred.
Hardware
streaming service.
Wars. Weird Al.
Weird Al, the show, the streaming service.
Dan Harmon. It's a-
Rob Schraub.
Yeah, Jeff B. Davis. We're just naming people. I can
Mis-
keep going, man. I've been listening to this
misunderstood.
shit. I know old people.
Ms. Monopoly. The streaming service.
I don't doubt- all
Where
right, can I
women
just-
get more episodes than men.
Can I
Oh.
say this about like streaming services? It is annoying that there's a billion of them and everybody, and like I'm sure there's good shit. I think there's more good shit on now than there's ever been
Full stop.
ever
Yes.
in television history, right? But it does bring this point where it's like we have the same ferocity that we had for like, wait, like you're not watching Mad Men? Mad Men's great, man. I know
Only
you've
there's
never
a
heard of this.
billion things, and it's like
I know you've never heard of no AMC,
You've
the
never
channel that
seen-
shows The Godfather.
You've
Yeah,
never-
now they have Mad Men.
fucking. You've not seen Dolphin Diamonds Dynasty
Yeah,
Dividers.
Well, no, yeah. Exactly, it's like-
it's
they're like-
about dolphins who run diamond stores and die with their dynasty, and it's about the lawyers who have to divvy up the estate.
And you're like, shit, man, what's that? Is that on Netflix? And they're like, no, it's on Maytag Plus. You have to buy a Maytag dishwasher, and then only when you're washing dishes can you watch Dolphin Diamond
Dynasty
exclusive
Dividers.
Dynasty. Like
The repairman
duh.
has to do something. They're not breaking. He's sitting in the chair.
I'll fucking tell you what, though, dude. I'll tell you what. It's worth buying a Maytag.
Now here's
it's
the
worth
thing.
buying a
Here's
Maytag.
the thing. Doesn't really get good until season 3, but trust me, hang
But
in
for real,
there.
hang in there. It's like at that point, that's like 40 loads of dishwashing. But like at that point, it really picks up.
Yo, dude, I just subscribed to Baskin Robbins Plus. They have the dopest shows. It's about milk machines. The machines that suck the tits of the cows that make the milk that eventually becomes Baskin Robbins. It's called Milk Kings.
But also,
The Milkening. It's a horror
Patton
version of
Oswalt, Patton Oswald's one of the voices, and the Brendan Stimpy guy who got canceled wrote it, and it is fucking hilarious. It is the best milk machine related comedy that it redefined milk machines for me. Now granted, you can only watch it when you're eating Baskin Robbins
Now look.
at one of their non-franchised corporate-owned locations, but it's worth it.
It's the firmest mattress. Of course, available on the Mattress Firm's streaming sites.
Yes. But not when you buy the mattress. Only in the store.
That's right.
Only in the store. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's just a lot of shit, and people get really defensive when it's like, I don't want to fucking buy CBS. Like, I
Yeah.
don't wanna, I get it. I get that it's good. Eventually I'll probably watch it. But
Man, my favorite reality show is I Hope ... Oh, poop. Sponsored by IHOP on their network. And it's a reality show competition where people want a job, but they don't always get it.
by the way, hold on. Can we talk about this real quick? Are you aware, Brian,
What?
that Jack Allison bought the fucking URL Quibi Plus.
Oh no!
And then got into a legal settlement with Quibi, and now legally is by way of their settlement cannot mention Quibi on Twitter.
Anywhere. I think he can't say it anywhere.
Anywhere.
Because he was
can't
on
say it anywhere.
He was on Blockparty talking about the horse whisperer thing and had to talk around the Quibi stuff.
The horse whisperer shit is fucking amazing. Are you aware of this, Brian?
No.
So there's this Twitter account called Horse Whisperer, like as in like horse, like your voice, right?
Oh, HOARS. I was like, wait, wasn't
right?
that the actual movie? Yeah.
So he goes back and forth because this guy is like a very like, oh, like Trump, more like Putin puppet, the man, like, and then a million retweets by like my mom, who's like,
you got to say it in a hoarse voice.
Yeah, well, no. You know the way once you read it, it's in very much in that like,
okay,
man, like Aaron, and like my mom reads it and is like, fucking hilarious. That guy got Trump. Trump will never recover. And so Jack wound up going back and forth with him for political and comedy reasons, which I imagine for knowing Jack is about 50-50, knowing that other account.
I mean, it's basically he knows the signals of weakness. He smells weakness and then can't. He's like my Weimaraner, a hunting dog.
The fucking eyes, his eyes roll back into his head like the Undertaker, and he just fucking like, if you dare show any level of like fight plus weakness, Jack Allison will rip your fucking throat out.
It's like,
and so this guy keeps going back and forth and replying to him, and like goes down the rabbit hole, and apparently it becomes, I forget what the issue was, but the Miami Herald writes a story confusing the two of them.
Oh no, saying the wrong name.
No. Jack Allison under his name at Horse Whisperer, blah, blah, blah. So Jack Allison, being the fucking devious son of a bitch that he is like, oh, I'm going to apply for a trademark since this noted journalistic institution just said that I am Horse Whisperer. I'm going to apply for a trademark and then kick this motherfucker off his own Twitter account, and then does and then kicks him off his own Twitter account. And fucking like, I don't know whether or not it got flipped back. We as
the Night Attack Show account, probably because we've either retweeted or because we follow Jack, have been blocked by the Horse Whisperer's new handle at The Real Horse.
The Real Horse, right?
Man, that's how you always know that that's an uncontroversial account when they add the word "the real" in front of their name.
all I know is between those two stories, the funniest Jack Allison moment when I was talking to him in Vegas was he was there just yelling shit behind MSNBC.
Oh,
and
right.
He's just like, hey, I'm behind MSNBC at the Nevada caucus. I'm just yelling shit. And he's just yelling shit. And so the producer comes down and is like, hey, do you know how rude you're being right now? Like, people have a job to do. What would you think if someone came down to your job and fucking started yelling? And he's like, ma'am, I'm a Twitter personality. This is literally my job. And she just had nothing to say. And I'm like, you want to know what? You got to give the devil his due. Fucking that man. And he goes the extra mile. He kicked that fucker off his goddamn Twitter account because he fucked around. He wasted days of the life of the head writer of SNL just because the head writer of SNL couldn't handle being fucking fucked with on the internet. And then he made Quibi. Quibi is going to sell amongst the burnt money that Quibi fucking used in this, one of the greatest bonfires in entertainment cash history. A portion of that was spent paying a lawyer to settle with Jack Allison because they fucking bought the URL Quibi Plus and then were representing themselves as a premium Quibi service on Twitter. Oh, cheers. Cheers.
I did,
So funny.
I shouldn't do it, but I did take just a little bit of bait today. Somebody, so you know my account like is a follow for follow, whatever. Like I follow all anyone who wants to be followed, I'll follow, right?
Yeah.
Follow back.
So so occasionally I get people who are like, do you know that you follow a Nazi, racist, terrible person? Like, to them, I give no energy, right? But today somebody hit me up with, do you know that you follow somebody who's stalking somebody else and rudely says things and a bunch of, screenshots? And I'm just like, okay, this seems like somebody who might be saved with just a little bit of attention. And so I respond with 4 pictures of basically 3 of the pictures are the number of people I follow, and then the 4th picture is the population of Seattle. And it really worked out well. The guy was like, haha, I get it. You do follow a lot of people. I just figure I'd want to know. And I'm just like, dude, I can't. I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I can't even crack the seal on being the lone vigilante to police the entire population of Seattle. like that's not gonna happen. And the guy was like, totally get it. That's cool. And that was the end of the conversation. I was really happy with how that went, but could have gone a different way. Probably shouldn't have even responded.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
Because I mean, even responding to that guy turning out good or bad is the
them,
thing.
Yeah. But also,
I mean, literally,
like
the only way to lose is not be friends with Jack Allison. So, like, I feel like I wake up every day and I just see like coins falling out of the jackpot. Like, oh, Twitter's a big basket of rainbows.
By the way, I think Mabombo Cube wants to follow. Just hit me up on Twitter. It's not hard. Just say, I'm Mabombo Cube. Please follow me, and you'll get a follow. And then you'll. Somebody else will complain at some point.
Do you guys want to do a couple of outtakes from the game?
Sure.
Today?
Here, wait, hold on. Let me hit the head.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, man.
Hey,
you saw all the gaming stuff yesterday, right?
What's that?
With Microsoft?
Well,
I'm being a little coy just in case
they did an Xbox announcement. Is that right?
Well, they did announce something. Xbox did announce that they will be purchasing.
The Bombo Cube is high.
ZeniMax.
Wait, ZeniMax?
ZeniMax Media, owner of Bethesda and
fuck
all those studios.
Wait, no, that's good because I'm a PC gamer. Okay.
Yeah, basically.
All right. They're not gonna fuck me the way all these fucking. Sorry, I love you, Rob Krekel. PlayStation exclusives do. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. The day before, which is today, they opened up pre-orders for the new Xbox consoles, which they sound like they're going swimmingly. I got myself. You ever get swept up in it? I got swept up in the PlayStation stuff because they had their announcement last week, which we covered on Happy Hour a little bit, and then that day they were like, "Hey, our selected retailers will be doing pre-orders tomorrow." And then those retailers did not listen and then put stuff up live immediately. And so your boy got an Amazon pre-order for a PlayStation 5. So
wow.
And the Amazon ones are weird because they don't charge you until it ships. So no skin off my back. Try me, Jeff Bezos. No, but there was a good tweet thread earlier from, I don't remember his name, but he's a Kotaku guy who's like, don't worry about pre-ordering. They're gonna have a lot of them. You're never going to not be able to get these consoles. Like we are talking about productions in these millions.
It's a little bit like saying like I need bottled salt water because there's a tsunami coming. Why would you run out and do that?
And so Tim Rogers, I believe is his name.
Tim Maru.
Tim Turi.
Tim Tibbs.
Tim Tibbs.
Yeah, I'm not.
Not engaging with that one either. You guys want to do some outtakes here?
Yeah.
Okay, here's one. 18 USC 199-2A8 makes it a federal crime to take pictures or video of a train so that you can blank. You might get this one. You will probably get this one. There's 6 words in the blank. Makes it a federal crime to take pictures or video of a train so that you blank. Either person could go. It doesn't matter.
Hitchhike.
Convict him of murdering your girlfriend in the first 5 minutes of The Boys.
Oh, a train. That's right. That's right.
That was not bad. Come
I'm
on.
sorry. It checks out.
It's pretty good, right?
Officer, I think that one's it. It's a crime to take pictures or a video of a train so that you can plan how to derail it.
Okay.
Oh, good God.
I like mine.
Let's see. Here's one. Makes it a federal crime to golf without blank in any national park in Washington, D.C.
To
golf without blank in any national park in Washington, D.C.
A caddy.
Golf without a caddy, without a condom. Okay. The thing that you can't do.
Wow, I'm surprised at how many people said pants.
Without paying, you have to pay to play golf in DC.
Wait, why would that be? Isn't that the most it's quite literally how commerce? Okay.
But now you can be a felon for it.
That might be a weird DC thing though, right?
Like it's a real problem that people are sinking in. Like there's one course that it's easy to get in and just go. And
No. I would assume it might just be because of the weird element of like its jurisdiction that it probably has a lot of federal laws that are locally applied.
I see.
Like because it's its own weird place, but it's also the state capital.
Laws. Got it.
Yeah.
It's not a state, so there are no state laws, so everything has to be a federal law.
But also many good questions like, are there any national parks in Washington, D.C.?
They're all national parks. If there's a park in Washington,
yeah.
D.C., it's a national park because it's not a state.
I see. So then...
Yeah, because it's not Virginia or Maryland or...
Sure. Okay, interesting. But also, I've never... I guess I've...
Where'd you grow up, by the way? Where'd you grow up?
I mean...
On the southern side of Virginia. I'm not a D.C. I'm not
far
one of those
away
Novas.
from D.C.
Justin,
where did
I'm
you
sorry.
grow up?
Yeah. I was born in Texas and raised in California and Florida.
I'm sorry.
By the way,
I was born in California and raised in Texas, and my grandmother was in California.
Yeah,
so it's like real far away, like as far away from D.C. as you could get.
Which, by the way, would be in the southern part of the United States, like not Virginia, a bordering state to D.C.
America is truly a big patchwork of cultures. But also, the other thing I'm getting at is like, what national parks are golf courses?
All golf courses in D.C. are national parks.
That's very weird.
100% of them. They are every single one of them. There's no municipal anything. They're all federal. They're all national parks.
And by the way, I don't know if you've met a bunch of old white guys. Old white guys, God, do they love to golf. And DC, lousy with old white guys.
Name one big, fat, white politician who's in a position of prominence who likes to golf. Name one. I defy you. Name one, Justin Robert Young.
I'm here looking at my data. Yup. All of them.
Smooth.
Yup. Every single fat old white guy in DC loves to golf.
And is a politician.
All of them. All the fat old politicians. There's no, you literally just run into the Senate and just holler out, who wants to go golfing? Fucking, it's like somebody called a panty raid in an 80s college comedy. They are all running out.
When they all cheer, they're not holding up frisbees. They ain't thinking of disc golfing. They're thinking of fucking real ass federal golf course golfing.
Fucking, why do you think Beto couldn't have got in? That's the kind of bullshit he would have pulled.
Okay, one last outtake. This was the one that I wasn't sure if it should be the final one from the actual game. Here we go.
Mm.
18 USC 931 makes it a federal crime for a person convicted of a violent felony to buy body armor, unless blank. And the blank is 20 words.
Oh, shit.
It makes it a federal crime for a person convicted of a violent felony to buy body armor, unless blank.
Okay, I got this. I got
Okay.
this. All right.
Yeah.
Unless there is shrapnel in their chest that will pierce their heart and they need to become a bad ass superhero. I'm describing the plot of the first Iron Man.
Talking about Hot Buzz again, Justin.
Yeah. Oh wait, are you getting the hot buzz again?
No. What was that 80s movie that we were talking about that none of us know except Brian?
Fucking Super
Oh,
Fuzz.
Super
God
Fuzz.
damn it.
Fuzz.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Super
Is
Fuzz.
Iron Man just as obscure to you as fucking Super Fuzz? All right, fine.
That movie's
fine.
20 years old. Okay. All right. The plot of Iron
It's
Man.
15 years old.
Justin, what do you think?
Say the first part again. Say the law again.
It's a federal crime for a person convicted of a violent felony to buy body armor, unless blank.
Unless they're my friend Doug. Look, I know that Doug fucked up and he's kind of weird, but he's my sister's friend.
Okay. Just the friend.
I
huh?
like how in the clause he starts off as your friend
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then becomes only your
Yeah.
sister's friend.
Well, I mean, like, look, because we assume the law assumes that you're better friends with my sister than me.
Makes sense.
Any friend of my sister's
Didn't
a
even
friend of
mention
mine.
that he's a
Yeah.
federal agent. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Federal agent. So it's a federal crime for a person convicted of a violent felony to buy body armor, unless they get a note from their boss saying they need it for work, and they only use it for work.
Wow.
You could just get
Anyway, what else would you use it for? No, I guess I
So
use
wait,
pleasure, I
Bryce.
guess.
Bryce powers.
Wait a minute. So Bryce, you could commit a felony and be convicted.
a violent felony.
And then go a violent felony, and then go to Brian and be like, yo, I need body armor. And Brian can just scribble down, this motherfucker needs body armor. Boom, legal.
That's right.
As long as you're wearing it while you're doing work.
And I only
Works.
use it for work, right? I only use it here
Yeah.
at the mixing board. Yeah,
Making-
that's right.
Making rib tips.
Making the rib tips. That's right.
Motherfuckers. Motherfuckers.
Oh man.
I feel like we should wrap it up.
Oh man, I knew I shouldn't have said rib tips.
No, it's probably
No, we're
a good time.
late. We're into the.
No,
into
we're in the zone. We're
in the
about
bonus.
out.
We're in
Yeah.
the bonus.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
We'll
well-
see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you, everybody. Yeah, happy hour tomorrow. Friday Night Bryce on Friday. Justin R. Young on Twitch. Next week, Euro Attack at noon Central Time.
Yep.
And then, who knows? The future.
Who knows?
And then the
Future.
universe collapses.
There we go. Have a good universe
And
collapsing.
Jack Allison cancels us.
Oh no. Jack, save us. Bye, everybody.